Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is gonna be such a different type of video. So disclaimer, if you have a weak stomach, I suggest you do not watch this video. As you can see in the title, today I'm going to be working with placentas. And if you don't know what that is the part really sustains the life of the baby. If you don't know, I got certified as a placenta encapsulation specialist. So I work with placentas, and what I do with them is that I clean them, I dry them, and I encapsulate them into pills for women who had just came out of labor. And the reason I do this is because it's said in traditional Chinese medicine that it benefits the women so much. It helps them with postpartum depression, it helps them with milk supply. There's a list of things that is beneficial with you consuming your placenta. If you know Kim Kardashian, she ingested her placenta. She actually didn't encapsulate it, she actually just ate it without encapsulating, which I don't think I would ever do. However, a lot of stars do it, and it's something that became very mainstream. However, doctors in the medical field, some of them are against it, some of them don't have no problem with it. So it's a very, very controversial topic. However, because I love my subscribers, of course, and I want to show you guys everything in my life, and I don't like to leave no details out, I am going to show you exactly what I do. So today I was on call. I went to go pick up the placenta, and I'm going to get things ready, and I'm going to encapsulate it, and I'm going to take you right along with me. Let's go on and let's do that. So I had to buy myself new scrubs just because my old ones were way too old. Usually what I change to is into some scrubs, just in case I get some blood on them. I can just put them in the wash, and that's my uniform. I will not use my regular clothes because blood is really hard to take off. So I'm gonna change into that. Remember, I am not a medical professional. I just got certified in Chinese traditional medicine, which is all organic, which is all those earthy things. So please do not confuse me, and yeah, let's do this. So like I mentioned, I'm not a licensed professional, but I wear these one so I can just throw them in the wash and then put it back on when I need to use them, and it's easier that way, and I don't have to dirty my clothes. So I choose gray because I can see if there's any blood on it, and I can go ahead and just wash it out. Yeah. So this is what I wear when I encapsulate, and I am gonna go and start that now. So let's go. So the first thing we're gonna do is that we are going to put, what is it? We are going to some Ram Wrap, and I say we because this is my best friend right here. She actually helps me set up, and because before you do a placenta, you have to make sure that everything is sanitized, everything is bleached, all your dishes, things like that are completely out of the way, because we are working with blood and we have to be careful. So we are right now putting some Ram Wrap all over my kitchen so that it doesn't get on, so that blood doesn't get on my counters, on my dishes, or anything like that. And this is gonna help, like I said, make sure that there is no blood anywhere where it's not supposed to. So we put it all over here. We're gonna put it on top of my, we're gonna put it on top of here. And yeah, this is how we get ready. So when we get things ready, I get my book out from the school that I took a course from, and I have all my notes, and it tells you exactly what to do and how to do it, just in case you forget. So I am super excited to get this ball rolling. So it tells you everything you need to know, how we're gonna do it. So like I said, disclaimer, if you have a weak stomach, I suggest you do not watch this video. Now, of course, like any other job, you always have to get ready and take precautions. And that is exactly what I do. I get ready and I take precautions. I put my mask on, and after I put my mask on, I make sure that my hair is out of the way by putting this little cap on my hair and goggles to get no blood or anything in my eyes. And yeah, because remember, we have to be careful. And after that, we get everything situated and everything ready, all the tools that are needed to be able to make this placenta a 100% success. Remember, I mentioned this is not for everyone, and it is going to get pretty graphic from here on. So if you don't like blood, I really suggest you turn off this video. So we are going to start off by taking the placenta out of the little baggie. And depending on what hospital you are at, it really determines how they're going to hand it to you. They're either give it to you in a hazardous bag, or you can opt to just choose your own thing to put it in. So I'm going to take this beautiful placenta out, and this is exactly what it looks like. If you've never seen one before, well, now's your chance. I love how beautiful this looks. All the little veins, it's just wonderfully made. It's just, if you think about it, like, it's so crazy how something can be so well put together, from the umbilical cord to every single vein that keeps the baby alive. And this little tissue right here is exactly where the baby lives. Its little sac. It's filled with water, of course, when the woman is pregnant. Now that you're seeing what a beautiful placenta looks like, we are gonna get started. Remember, like I said, it's not too late to turn around. And I'm gonna start off by cutting the umbilical cord, because I usually dehydrate it along with the placenta and make a wonderful keepsake for the mother. And I usually make it in the shapes of hearts, or if the umbilical cord is long enough, I can actually spell the word love with it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. And after that, I take advantage and cut off the excess membrane, because we are not going to need that anymore. And I just snip with the scissors. Keep in mind that these scissors are actually very sharp, because they are medical scissors, so you must be very careful. And the reason why I'm showing this video is because I know a lot of people are interested and just really curious about how placentas are even made. And I know there's also a lot of controversy on placentas. Is it even safe? There's a lot of stories of, you know, many moms that got sick through it. Well, not many moms, but some moms. And it's because it wasn't prepared right. As you can see right now, what I'm doing is that I'm making sure that I drain all the blood out of the placenta. So I'm gonna sit here and actually poke every single vein that runs through this placenta. And the reason that I'm doing this is because when you dehydrate and boil the placenta, you want to make sure that there is no trace of excess blood anywhere. So that is exactly what I'm doing. By the time that I'm done with this placenta, the color will be completely different than what you see right now on the screen. And remember, we are doing traditional Chinese medicine, and a lot of people, some actually consume their placenta raw, but I don't suggest it. That actually can cause you to get sick. But what I'm doing is that I'm dehydrating it, cleaning it, boiling it, and all these steps are security for you to know that you will be okay if you consume at least this placenta. There we go. We're going to drain every little single vein. And if you're queasy with blood, I'm very sorry, but this is a must. You must drain your placenta to make sure that you actually clean it. If you can see, the color is actually fading. And it's very important that you throw the blood in the toilet, because you don't want to throw any blood down your sink. And well, blood goes in the toilet anyways, if you know what I mean. But here we go. We're going to continue to drain this placenta. we're going to continue to drain this placenta, and you're going to see the difference if you don't already see one now. The color completely changed. It went from a very, very dark red, almost burgundy, to a very, very light. And again, you can see the color has completely changed. And I'm going ahead and draining the rest of the blood out. This is actually more tiring than it looks. For you guys, I've been standing here for maybe even 5 or 10 minutes, but I actually been standing here draining the blood out of the placenta for over 2 hours. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The colors have completely changed. Completely. And this placenta is actually one of my best friend's placenta, so I'm pretty confident. This is actually the second time I encapsulate her placenta, so I'm actually very, very confident. And after, you must of course wash really well your skin, your hands, and everything, because you don't want to get any infection from the blood. And after that, I have my friend go, and she is gonna clean the rest. It's very important that you just take out everything and throw it away. And we constantly are changing gloves because you cannot use the same gloves twice or even 3 times. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up, remove our gloves, and continue with the process. So now that the placenta is ready, we're going to continue with the process, and that is boiling it and getting it sterilized for dehydration, and that is what we're going to do right now. And yeah, let's do that now. Now, of course, there is tips and tricks when it comes down to boiling a placenta, but this is what I do. I mix all the ingredients together in one big happy pot, and after that, I just put everything together in a double boiler and put the placenta in. And you have to be very careful how you put the placenta, because it's very important that when you boil it perfect, just the way it needs to be. So I grab the placenta and I put it in the right side that it's supposed to be, which is the maternal side. Oh, got a little stuck there. And now we are going to make sure that it's well rounded and well proportioned. Look how beautiful that looks. It looks so nice. And now we're just gonna cover the placenta and wait for it to boil. Remember, you don't want to put it too high or too low. You want it just perfect. And after it's done, you want to make sure that the degrees are perfect to what it needs to be. And if the degrees are at the right temperature, then that means that it's done. And then I'm going to take it over here to my cutting board. Of course, I'm going to have a cutting board designated just for the placenta, because you don't want to cross-contaminate anything. And I'm going to use my special knife, which of course it's also put aside just for the placenta. And I'm going to start cutting the placenta in small pieces, enough for me to be able to dehydrate them, so not too thick and of course not too small, but just perfect. Just like that. And if you can see, there's no more redness. It is not raw. It's perfect and ready to be dehydrated. And we just use regular little liners, cooking liners, and I stick it in the dehydrator and get it ready. Like I said, this process isn't easy. It takes about 16 hours or more depending. The dehydration process can be very, very long, and it's very important to dehydrate the placenta at the right temperature and for the right hours. Because if you don't dehydrate it right, of course you can still run the risk. So of course we always want to make sure to have everything nice and perfect. And after we dehydrate them, after we dehydrate the placenta, we're gonna put it in these nice capsules that I have here, and we're gonna set all the capsules perfect where they belong. After that is done, we are going to blend the placenta. Remember, the placenta has now been dehydrated, and sometimes it's pretty hard, so we are going to blend that. And this is exactly how we get the pills for mommies to be, for the mommies. Like I said, there's so many benefits that people believe that placenta gives moms during the postpartum period. And also, like I mentioned, not everybody believes in it, and not everybody supports this traditional Chinese medicine. But as for me, I've tried it, I loved it, and my clients as well. And I'm so happy that you stuck around and were able to see the process of placenta encapsulation. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I see you again in my next video. Bye.